Hey, hi, hello, welcome back. Today I'm going to be doing my book haul, my first book haul of the year. I have a lot of books to show you today simply because this hasn't all been January. This has been books since my last book haul, which I think was in October or November, maybe even September. So I have a pile to show you here today. So I'm just gonna jump right into it. The first 4 books that I have to show you is Saga Volume 1, 2, 3, and 4 by Brian Vaughan and Fiona Staples. These are a graphic novel series that follows, it's a space opera. It follows these 2 characters who are from opposite sides of a war that has been going on across the galaxy for years, and these 2 end up falling in love and having a baby, and this obviously is not recommended by either side. So there's a lot of people hunting them, they're running away. I read this one back in 2015, but I've never owned these, and I had the sudden urge to continue on with the series. So when I saw all of these at my local used bookstore and I had credit from all the books that I've been giving to them, I was like, I'm gonna spend a little more of my credit on these because I think I would enjoy these. And they're right. Last night I read the first 2 and halfway through the 3rd one, and I am enjoying them immensely. Just fair warning, these are explicit. These are definitely rated R. They're very, very graphic, and they're pretty weird too. If you go into it thinking it's gonna be just a normal kind of Star Wars-y space opera, it's very bizarre, so just a fair warning. While I was at the used bookstore and picked up those, I also picked up East of West Volume 7. This is another graphic novel series. Again, very gruesome, very bizarre, rated R. Just keep that in mind. It follows what would happen if the United States split after the Civil War and also after the World Wars. So the United States is split into a lot of different pieces of country, and there are the 4 horsemen of the apocalypse coming through, and it's just really bizarre, all these fighting for power. I actually really enjoy this series. The first few graphic novels are really good. It kind of dips for me because there are some cases where I don't feel like we have anybody to root for. Everyone's just kind of disgusting and horrible people, but it does kind of climb back up with this volume and volume 8. I think this series is coming to a close soon, so I want to definitely be able to reread it before the last installment comes out. So the last graphic novel that I ended up picking up was Monstrous Volume 1 Awakening by Marjorie Liu and Sana Takeda. I feel like I've read a graphic novel by Marjorie Liu before, or maybe a Star Wars graphic novel. I'm gonna have to check on that, but I don't really know what this is about. I've heard a lot of it, or I've seen it a lot on BookTube a while ago when it came out. It's like again, another war between the humans. This person is going to be hunted. It looks beautiful, like the art is really beautiful, so I thought I'd give this one a try. Next up, I have a book that I know nothing about because it was given to me, and that is Commonwealth by Ann Patchett. And Ann Patchett actually owns a bookstore in Nashville. It's called Parnassus, and I go there all the time, and it's beautiful. This was given to me by my boyfriend's mom. She read it and liked it and thought I would like it, so I'm going to give it a try. One Sunday afternoon in Southern California, Bert Cousins shows up at Franny Keating's christening party uninvited. Before evening falls, he had kissed Franny's mother, Beverly, thus setting in motion the dissolution of their marriages and the joining of 2 families. Spanning 5 decades, Commonwealth explores how this chance encounter reverberates through the lives of the 4 parents and 6 children involved. Spending summers together in Virginia, the Keating and Cousins children forge a lasting bond on the shared disillusionment with their parents and the strange and genuine affection that grows among them. Interesting. That seems kind of good. It's just kind of an adult, contemporary. I like this cover. Then something that I picked up that I'm so excited for that I did not know until the day after this came out is The Fork, the Witch, and the Worm by Christopher Paolini, Stories from Allegheny, Volume 1. What? I did not know we were getting any more Eragon content. There had been rumors. Let me rewind. Christopher Paolini is the author of the Aragon series, which is one of my favorite middle grade YA series that I read growing up. I've been meaning to do a reread for so long. Maybe this will kick me to do a reread. It is a fun, very deeply rooted in old fantasy dragon tale that I adore. It's not for everybody. It's very slow. It's a slow burn fantasy. Like everything is slow burn. And there are a lot of tropes. Like the elves are very much like the elves in Lord of the Rings, and there's an old mentor, but I think there's enough new stuff where it makes it fun and interesting. Anyways, these are 3 tales from the world of Allegasia, and it says volume 1 Aragon, so I'm assuming we're gonna get multiple volumes from different main characters. Give me Nesweda, like right now. I didn't know we were getting any new Aragon content. I thought that there were rumors of a Nesweda / and or Murtagh book, like 5th book almost in the series, but that, I mean, Inheritance came out in like 2011. It's been a long freaking time, and this came out and I saw it on Goodreads and I thought it was just an ebook, and then I saw it at the bookstore and I just had to buy it. Like you guys have no idea how excited I am for this. This makes my heart race. I cannot wait to read this. Next up, we have A Little Life by Hania Yanagihara. This is a huge lit fic that follows 4 college roommates throughout their lives and their heartbreak, and I've heard such good things about it. I picked this up after I read The Secret History by Donna Tartt, and I was wanting some more big lit fic that surrounds college characters, even if it doesn't take place in college their whole time. I'm ready for this to break my heart. I found a gorgeous version of Spinning Silver by Naomi Novik at the used bookstore when after this first came out. Now, I haven't read Uprooted, but I don't think you need to. I think these are just companions. This is a Rumpelstiltskin retelling, and it follows a bunch of different characters, and it looked interesting. I picked it up. I'll probably read it sometime this year. The next book I have to show you is The Witch Elm by Tana French. Tana French is one of my favorite adult authors. She writes mysteries that take place in Ireland, and up until now she's written the Dublin Murder Squad, which follows different characters each time but takes place in this Dublin Murder Squad. So there's certain characters that come up over and over again. It's really, really good. She's really good at writing characters. But this is her first foray out of that sort of mold. It's still a mystery. It follows a man that has been beaten near to death and ends up going to live with his uncle, and then there's a skull that's found in a tree, and then there's a murder investigation there. I've heard not great things about this. I've heard it's pretty slow and kind of bizarre and hard to figure out, but it's Tana French, so I'm going to still give it a try because I might love it, and I want to support her because I love her writing. I forgot that I also picked up East of West Volume 6, so I have Volume 6 and 7, so there's 8 volumes out now. I think there's going to be 10 probably total, but got this one too. I didn't get those at the same time. That one I got a lot earlier. That's why I forgot. For some reason, I picked up The Man in the High Castle by Philip K. Dick. This is a sci-fi dystopian that follows if the Germans and the Japanese won World War II. Yeah, it's America in 1962. Slavery is legal once again. The few Jews who still survive hide under assumed names. In San Francisco, so like the United States is split down the middle, and the Japanese control one half of it and the Germans control the other half of it. It has, I don't know why I decided to pick this up, but I kind of want to give it a try. All right, we're getting there. I only have a few more left to show you. So I saw this at Barnes & Noble and I was just like, dang, I need to read this book, and that is Women in Science, 50 Fearless Pioneers Who Changed the World, written and illustrated by Rachel Ignatowski. And this is just like a cute little coffee table book that is beautiful, and it has little excerpts of all these women who are in science and change the world. If you guys don't know, I mention it probably like once a month on my channel. I love science. I am a huge fan of science. I studied wildlife science and ecology and all that stuff in college, so I'm not just a literary person. I love science, and I love, like, half of these women I hadn't heard of, so I love learning about new people that pioneer different fields of science, and I hope I just get inspired. Like, it's just such a cute little diverse book, and I just wanted to show you guys because I think it's adorable. All right, next up we have The Goldfinch by Donna Tartt. This is a huge book. I actually have the audiobook on hold, but again, I read The Secret History and it impacted me very much last year. I don't think it's on my best books of the year, but it probably should be. I didn't give it 5 stars. I gave it 4.5 stars, but still, I think about it a lot. So I picked up Donna Tartt's. This is her second book, and I've heard this is a lot better than The Secret History, so I'm very interested in it. I just don't think I'm gonna physically be able to get through it. I think I just need the audiobook to push through it. Then we have a book that I bought on its release day that I haven't touched since then, and that is Bridge of Clay by Markus Zusak. This is Markus Zusak's third book, and it's his first since The Book Thief back in 2009, 2008, maybe 2011. For some reason that sticks out. And it follows Clay, and he's the middle child of 5 boys, and he is trying to keep his family together because his parents disappear, his father disappears. I think his mother hasn't been around. I've heard not great things about this, but again, like Ton of French, I'm gonna give this a try to form my own opinions. It's just so large. It's very large. That's gonna be a stopper for me for a while. It's gonna be a mental block for me for a while. And finally, I made a whole video about this, so you guys probably know what it's going to be, and that is Fire and Blood by George R. R. Martin. This is like the history, volume 1 of the history of the Targaryens. It's freaking beautiful. It's illustrated, like, dang. Ooh, that's not a very safe illustration to show. Hold on, let me find a good one. Here's like a full page one. He writes anything, I buy it. That's literally where our relationship is right now. I haven't even started this book. I'm probably gonna flip through it soon. I kind of want to start it just to see if it's something that I can read cover to cover, or if it's just something that I should probably just like read a section of and then go back and set it down, because it's gonna be like a history book, but I'm hoping it's a little more narrative than that. That's just what I'm hoping for. I think that'll be easier to read. So this baby, I have her. She'll get read eventually. That was it. That was a lot of books to talk about. I have a lot of footage to go through. Yeah, so that is it. I hope you guys enjoyed it. I hope you guys enjoyed seeing my books. I really like showing off some of my books and sharing them with you guys. So we can talk about the conversation that's going on right now about book hauls, but I'm kind of in the same camp as Ariel Bissett, so I will link her video down below. I think that we don't value pure entertainment stuff, and there's not a lot of nuance that is added to the conversation around this, and I am happy doing book hauls, and it makes me happy, and watching them makes me happy, so who's to knock it? All right, that is it. I hope you guys enjoyed it, and I will see you guys next time. Goodbye!